Hey Ron, I just wanted to make sure that you were still coming home early tonight. I was just wondering because I've made that special roast like you asked for. So if you could tell me when you're about 10 minutes away from being back, that would be great.
Oh, hey there, Tiffany. I'm really sorry about this, but I'm not coming home till later tonight.
Wait, what? I thought you said that they were going to stop giving you overtime for a while.
I know, and it was really true, but then the boss had a new proposal today and put me in charge of it. Now I'm busy as I've ever been, although I thought I was going to be getting a break.
Oh, I see. Well, that really is just too bad. So then I guess you really are going to miss out on eating this roast fresh. That really is a shame. I suppose there'll be leftovers, but I think you and I both know it's best on the night of.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it still won't be good, but... Well, anyways, you can just eat it without me. I don't really mind.
Well, I could always just leave it to cook overnight. I know that we don't really do that, but it could just keep on cooking, right?
I don't really want to run the risk of ruining the whole dish just to push things back by a whole day. Especially since I have all kinds of meetings I might have to get up early for.
Oh, really? Who are you going to be meeting with this time?
Well, there's going to be a representative from one of our clients coming over to talk to me about this proposal. So my boss wants me to have it done by Monday.
But that would mean that you have to work over the weekend, right? So I guess that means you'll hardly be taking any meals at home.
Yeah, I really am sorry to do this to you. Especially since you put in the effort to make the dish in the first place.
Well, I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't just a bit let down. I was just so looking forward to finally getting to sit down with you for a nice meal, you know?
I know, and it really does sound nice, but well, you know my work.
That's just it, though. I remember that you didn't always used to have to work this much overtime in the past.
Yeah, but I think the competition has gotten fierce in the market, and with all these job cuts, if you don't work hard, you'll be next.
I mean, I guess that makes sense, but still, to use that as an excuse to make employees work over the weekend? And didn't you have to go and play golf with your boss last weekend?
Yeah, but at least I didn't mind that one as much. At least with golf, you're just stretching your legs and basically smoozing with your boss. And I just really want to make sure that I have a stable career. After all, I know that you want kids, but that means that you won't be working, right? I'm doing all this for us. I hope you know.
Well, we are starting to get to that age where I think that it might be good to start thinking about. But I don't want to have to just rely on you for everything, even as your wife. I actually was planning to keep on working even after we had a kid.
But you don't know how things are actually going to turn out, right? I mean, it's not like you're going to be able to get right into working immediately after having a kid. Plus, we'll have to make time to find daycares and do shopping for it, all kinds of other things, don't you think?
I guess I really didn't think about it that way, but yeah, there really is a lot to do.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And that's why I want to make sure that I make enough so that you don't have to worry about those kind of things.
Okay, sure, but we don't even have a kid right now, so there's really no reason to get so worried about this, right? Besides, I think that you make more than enough money to be able to take care of all of us.
Well, I just want to try and make things easier for you, you know? I guess it's kind of what a man is supposed to do, right?
I really don't know what a man is supposed to do. I just want a life where you and I get to spend a lot of time together. And I really am glad that you want to work so hard for the sake of us both, but remember to take care of yourself. And please, don't hold it in if you're tired. Say something and we'll try to figure something out.
Of course. Thank you so much for saying that. Anyways, I think I need to get back to work now. Tiffany. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, Ron, are you there? I think that we need to talk.
Oh, sure, Tiffany. What's up?
Well, it's just that I was doing this month's budget for the house and, well, I realized you hadn't transferred any money into the home account. Did you forget to make the transfer or something like that?
No, I didn't forget anything. I haven't done it, that's all.
Sorry, what do you mean you haven't done it? You know this is the account I use to pay our bills, right?
I'm sorry, but I think you'll have to use your own earnings and savings to take care of things this month.
Seriously? You expect me to cover everything just with my own salary?
That's basically what I just said, right? Besides, I'm sure that you'll be able to think of something. After all, you make more than me, right?
I mean, not really. Maybe I do, but even if it's true, it's by a marginal amount. And just what is all of this about anyways? Why does it matter how much I make?
Look, I'll be real with you. I am thinking of making some big moves in terms of investing.
Okay, well, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but just who or what are you planning to invest in?
I'm going to invest in a bunch of stuff actually. Diversification and all of that, you know?
Okay, well, would you mind telling me some of the things that you're thinking of giving money to?
Tiffany, think about it this way. Wouldn't it be great to be rich by the time you had a kid? I can't tell you because I don't want to jinx things.
I'm not really sure how I feel about that. After all, we're husband and wife. And I think that we should be open and honest with each other, especially when it comes to expenses.
Oh, come on. It's not like I'm going to go crazy or something with investing. I just want to put a little away for our futures, you know?
Don't you already have some stocks in something or other? It sounds to me like you've already done that.
No, you don't get it. Tiffany, it's still not enough.
Okay, well, can you at least tell me what you're going to be investing in? I won't tell you no, whatever it is. But you can't just tell me that I'll have to pay all the bills this month because you want to try day trading and not tell me anything else.
Look, this is my money, and that means I can spend it however I want. Isn't that right?
That's what I literally just said. But you realize that by doing this, you're not letting me spend my money how I want, right? I'm going to be putting it all into the house when we normally split those costs.
Well then, just find the money in other places. I'm sure that you have areas where you can spend left. I know that you have enough for the bills.
Actually, I'm really not so sure about that. I'll probably have to dip into my savings just to cover all of this.
Well, it's only gonna be like this for a few months, okay? I promise.
Ron, you do realize that you're asking a lot from me right now, don't you? And just where is all of this coming from anyways? This is all so sudden.
It's not sudden at all. What are you talking about? I'll have you know that I've been thinking about this for a while now. Besides, you do want kids in the future, don't you?
Yes, I do want kids in the future, but I feel like we haven't even gotten to spend any time together lately.
Well, that's because I'm working so hard for us in the future when we do have kids. But for this to work, I need your help to make it succeed as well. You do want to make this work, don't you?
Of course I do. I'm just not so sure this is the best way to go about trying to achieve our goals. Besides, I personally feel as if you've been acting pretty coldly to me lately.
What do you mean? I'm treating you the same way that I always have.
It really doesn't feel that way at all. I mean, even when you are home, we barely even speak. And you never ever tell me when you're going to be coming home late either.
Well, that's because I'm too tired to do any of those things after work. Surely you can understand that, right?
And I'm not saying that you don't get to feel tired or anything.
Look, the truth is, this is probably the most busy I've ever been in my life. And that's why I'm always tired, okay?
Okay, I can understand that, but can we at least talk about this investing of yours? I mean, is it really so difficult for you to give me just a bit more information on what this is all about?
I told you that I don't want to jinx it.
And that's why you can't tell me at all about what it is that you're wanting to do?
Man, you really are nosy. Do you realize that? When I said I wasn't going to say anything, I meant it. So stop asking.
Ron, I don't know what you're thinking, but if you can't tell me where it is you're going to be giving the money, then maybe you shouldn't be investing in the first place.
I told you that everything that I'm doing, I am doing for the family. So I don't know why some ugly little screw like you keeps telling me what to do. I mean, really, if you actually want to try having kids, you'll need to be working a little harder for it.
Work harder for it? What do you mean? What are you saying?
Have you even looked in the mirror lately? Because let's just say that you're not the most beautiful woman that I married.
I don't even know what to say to that. How could you say something like that to me, Ron?
Well, why do you think it is that we haven't done what it is that you need to do in order to have a baby in so long? It's because I look at you and that's it. You don't wear any pretty makeup. You don't wear any pretty clothes. You need to look into doing these things, or else you'll never be anything more than the cow you are.
Why are you calling me these names? Have you really felt this way about me for a while now?
You mean that you still haven't figured this out for yourself? You've been on this planet for 30 years and it still hasn't clicked for you. Or did you really think that you still had the looks that you had even 10 years ago? Oh man, this is really just getting pretty sad now.
Enough, Ron. I don't want to be talked to this way by you ever again.
Well, you were the one who kept trying to boss me around and tell me what to do. But how about you try working on yourself before you go and do that, huh?
Ron, are you there? You and I really, really need to talk. Do you think you can come home a little early?
Yeah, sorry. That's not going to happen today.
Look, this is really, really important. Do you understand that?
Okay then, if it really is that important, you can just send it to me as a text message and I'll get back to you when I have time to sit down and read it. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I have something that I have been meaning to tell you as well.
And just what might you be wanting to tell me, huh?
Well, it's still not confirmed. I'm not even sure if I really should. Just promise me that you won't break down like a little crybaby after I tell you, okay? I really don't want to have to picture your ugly face crying after I say what I have to say.
Can you please stop calling me ugly, Ron? It's just so rude and unnecessary.
And just what's wrong with talking about what a horrid, misshapen, ugly little thing you are? Besides, I don't know if you're aware of this, but here in America, we have a little thing called freedom of speech. So I can actually call you whatever I like, and you can't do anything about it.
I just don't want to have to hear your every single inner thought about me in the form of a text.
You know that I'm only saying all this to try to help you finally see the truth about yourself, don't you? Because there's no way I'd ever want to have a kid with you now. If I had a kid as ugly as you, well, that was just tragic. So anyways, that's why I want to get a divorce.
A divorce, huh? Well, I think that you might end up regretting this, but yeah, okay.
What are you talking about? You really think that I'd regret getting a divorce with a woman like you?
You can think whatever you'd like, Ron. In fact, this is perfect because I wanted to ask you for a divorce as well.
Well now, I bet you're breaking down in tears right now, aren't you? You're probably so upset because you know that you'll never be able to find another man, aren't you?
Is that really all you have to say for yourself after all of this?
No, of course that's not all I have to say to you. You have no idea how annoying it was being with you, and I'm glad that we're calling it off.
Right, well, I'll go ahead and get the divorce papers. Go ahead and come home so you can sign them and we can be done with this.
Oh, please. If that's the case, I'll be home extra early just to do so.
Yeah, I suppose it would be a little early if you left now. I thought you were super busy with work.
Don't try to back out of this now. You said that you wanted to get a divorce, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
Oh, trust me, backing out of this is the last thing that I want to do. I've never been more sure of this than anything else in my life.
You know, it's almost kind of cute when you get all brutally honest with me, but I should never have married you to begin with. Tiffany, what are you doing right now? I mean, I know it's the weekend, but are you at home right now?
What is it? What do you want, Ron? You know that we're divorced officially now, right? I really wish that you would just never ever speak to me again.
I'm really, really sorry.
What did you just say to me?
I said that I'm sorry and that I made a mistake, Tiffany. And I want to apologize to you for all that I've said and done.
What in the world is all of this about? Where is this even coming from?
Can you tell me where you're living now? I can head over and you and I can talk about this together.
That is not going to happen. I don't want you coming here, and I'm certainly not going to give you my address.
Well then, can you at least tell me what part of town you're living in right now?
Ron, you and I are divorced. Our business with each other is done, and there's no need to discuss this further. I don't have a grudge or anything against you. I just don't ever want to see or hear from you again, okay? I mean, things have been going well for me since the divorce. Have they not been going well for you?
No, they haven't been going that well for me at all, actually. Especially since I realize just how much I've hurt you.
Oh, so you're admitting that you were saying hurtful things to me?
I mean, I didn't really know what I was thinking at all when I was acting like that. I was just trying to throw my all into taking care of you and thinking about our future well, I guess I got upset when you didn't seem to like that I was doing that. But I think I was just busy with work, that I was blinding myself to what was really important.
Ron, I'm really not interested at all in hearing all of the excuses you've made for yourself.
Look, I know that I was busy, but I shouldn't have called you names like fat or pig.
Well, I suppose that you must have felt that way about me since you were seeing someone so much younger.
Seeing someone younger? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
I mean that you were cheating on me and I knew about it, Ron.
I wasn't cheating on you. How could you say something like that about me? Don't you know how hard I was working? Don't you remember that all that hard work was for our future? For our children's future? I would never do something like that.
Don't lie to me, Ron. I know that it's true. I even know that when you were talking about all that investing business, that you were really just talking about giving money to this special friend of yours.
But I don't understand. How did you figure all this out?
It really didn't take that much to put everything together. Especially when you said you were going to invest so much money into something you couldn't even name for me. That and how quickly your mood soured when it came to me, I just knew something was up.
But I didn't even say anything to you about her.
Well, even I was able to figure out that she was probably a scam artist, right?
How did you know that? Were you two working together or something like that?
You really are just sad. But now, all about your money trouble, how you got scammed by the woman you were cheating on me with, and how desperate you are for someone to take care of you now? Well, if you really thought we could work something out, then all I have to say to you is fat chance. Have a nice life, Ron. After that, I blocked Ron so that I would never ever need to hear from him again. Later, I got some messages from a mutual friend explaining to me some of what Ron had been going through since then. Although I had suspected that Ron was in a little bit of debt at least by this point, this friend told me that he was actually drowning in debt by the time he reached out to me the last time. Apparently, he really had been scammed and was left practically penniless, which is why he came crawling back to me. That was about what I had put together on my own, but it was good to have it confirmed for me. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.